Hi guys, welcome back to the BMW Guy channel, and today we're going to be discussing the best generation E87 to buy. The E87 ran from 2004 right up to 2011, however they were facelifted halfway through, and this brought about a number of changes, not only with the styling but also the quality of the vehicle itself. So this redesign came in at 2007, and this vehicle was one of the first examples of that. It's the E87 Gen 2, so 2007 120D, and the way you can tell was because it's got slightly more aggressive front M Sport grille and front bumper, and the main indicator is these rear lights and the M Sport bumper at the back. The M Sport styling was a bit more aggressive on the facelifted ones, and these lights here are exclusive to the updated ones. The other ones have a larger white section within the rear lights, and yeah, like I said, they were pre-2007 cars. The facelift also benefited from a power gain on all the engines. This is the 120D, and the pre-facelift cars came with 160 horsepower, 0 to 60 at 8.2. This car in particular, being the facelift, came with 180 brake, the 0 to 60 being about 7.5 seconds, so a decent upgrade in performance. However, there are a few issues with the facelift cars, and actually, if I was looking to buy an E87 now, I'd actually be looking towards the pre-facelift models. With this being released in 2007, it was right in the heart of the financial crisis and economic downturn, so BMW sought to essentially cut production costs and make the car cheaper to run, in inverted commas, because there's a number of issues that came from that. Most immediate issue that you'll notice is the interior. I don't have the key on actually, should have probably brought that out, which, if you look in my previous videos, I complain about the interior squeaking and rattling, and this is because costs were cut in the interior design in order to make the car more cost effective to produce, because obviously they weren't selling as much because of the financial crisis going on in the world at the time. Another issue is the servicing of the engine became conditional rather than scheduled, which means that the engines, especially this M47 engine, is much more likely to engine failure, and it's purely down because the 20,000 mile intervals for the long life oil is just too much for the engine and places too much tension on the timing belt and timing chain tensioners, which causes the timing chain to snap and the engine to grenade itself. And for those of you that moan at me because I haven't had my car washed, there we are, it is now washed. Apart from these, this is just 20 miles, and as you can see, it's completely covered in bugs. Now, it sounds like I'm being quite negative with this second generation E87, and to be honest, it's my favourite looking generation. You've just got to be careful when you're buying one of making sure that the engine has been maintained regularly, sort of ignored the condition-based servicing and gone with the regular scheduled maintenance. You want to be looking at one that's been serviced every 10,000 miles or every year rather than 20,000 miles, because that is just too long. You also want to be looking at one that's been well looked after, as the interior is more likely to wear quicker as well. But yeah, that shouldn't put you off buying a facelifted one. In my opinion, they look much better than the more dated cars. However, they need to be aware when you're buying one that they could be slightly less reliable than the older ones, which are actually cheaper as well. So if you're looking to get into one of these in a budget, it'd be definitely worth looking at the older one. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's just a quick video explaining how BMW sort of reduced the quality of the cars in order to cope with their operational demand, their financial situation at the time. And what you got to remember, guys, is that all of the car manufacturers at the time were doing this, and this did affect pretty much every BMW at the time. So we've got the 1 Series, obviously, the 3 Series, 5 Series, were all affected by this facelift. The condition-based servicing was brought in, the long service intervals and stuff like that, which on a BMW is not the best idea really, but again, they were just trying to save the customers money because of the lack of money floating around in the world at the time. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what, if you guys have one, which generation you have, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.